And what's up, replay viewers? Replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. Let's look inside the magic mirror. Romper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, are all my friends ready for some fun and play? JJP, first one in the room, and DeBailey right here in Brooklyn, welcome. Good to see you, Travis Weeks and Diana Lee, welcome. Good to see you, Mr. Metalhead up there in the Hudson Valley. And Jack Spencer, welcome. Good to see you, Austin City Limits and Susan Barry, welcome. Good to see you, John the Beagle Dad and Autumn Alluring, welcome. CB Earth Day, checking in from the Netherlands. Good to see you, CB Earth Day and Robert T, welcome. Good to see you, Brian Bell and Dave out there in the great state of Georgia, welcome. Good to see you, Diana Lee out there in London, welcome. Good to see you, Din Din down there in Trinidad. Everything went fantastic on the tour this morning. Good to see you, Mark Freeman. Good to see you, Diana Lee. Good to see you, JC Droid, welcome. Good to see you, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Good to see you, Michelle out there in Oregon. Good to see you, Neil out there in Flatbush. Dark Spalding, hello, welcome. And Sebastian Vera. I have caught up with the chats, and I think there's like, what, 32, not bad. Let's get to 50 likes, and then we'll walk up Broadway. We're gonna walk almost, I think, 4 miles. We're gonna go from City Hall Park, or City Hall, whichever one you wanna call it, all the way up to Columbus Circle. And maybe if we do it fast enough, maybe we'll do a little bit of Central Park. Azan, hello, welcome. How's everybody's Tuesday going? I had a great tour this morning with some people from the Netherlands. If everybody was from the Netherlands, that means we could ride really nice. And everybody tipped. So thank you so much, guys. It is deeply, deeply appreciated. Good to see you, Miss Nisi. Welcome. I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. I'm having a great Tuesday. It's a beautiful day here in New York City. 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So that almost qualifies for Goldilocks weather. Almost qualifies for Goldilocks weather. You're like number 34. Awesome. We're up to 42 likes now. 42 likes. And let's get to 50. And we'll start walking up Broadway today. We're going to stay on one street. We're going to stay on Broadway. So that means that we're going to go through Union Square. Oh, hello, puppy. Got a little chihuahua by my feet. We're going to go through Union Square, Madison Square, Herald Square, Times Square. So we're going to go through all the big squares, even though they're triangles. Go figure that out. It's New York. Good to see you there, RK8. Tuesday just got a little bit better. Awesome, RK8. Thank you so much for tuning on in. We're Broadway bound indeed, the investigator. We're Broadway bound indeed. We're going to do it today. Weather is great. Oh, you just left the Whole Foods near Chambers. Oh, that means you're like right down the block over here. I'm in City Hall Park. But yes, that's right. Hit the like button. That's right. Looks like we're all squared up. Now we are. Good to see you, John Burke. Welcome. Our adventure begins here in City Hall Park. Let's go north and let's join New York City on a beautiful, a splendid Tuesday afternoon. Yes, even a Bermuda Triangle, not here in New York. Not here in New York. I think we're going to do 12,000 steps. 12,000 steps, at least. Maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. But we begin where the weird art is, here in City Hall Park, where they have this cool thing here. Now let's line this up. We begin our adventure next to the dead, carcass-like animal right in front of City Hall. New York City Hall, the oldest continuously operating city hall in the United States. The building opened up in 1812. Still has offices of all the members of City Council, and still has the chambers for City Council, and also the mayor still has his office in there. But here, this is really weird. What is this called here? It's called attrition. It's called attrition. There's a statement by the artist. I don't feel like reading it, so you pause the video and read it yourselves. But there you go. Attrition, everybody. That's the art. Let's wander up. Let's wander north along Broadway. World Trade Center's right around the corner from here. But we are beginning here in Lower Manhattan. And we're right here at my favorite skyscraper, the Woolworth Building. The tallest building in the world in 1913 and the only skyscraper in skyscraper history to be paid for its construction in cash. $14.5 million back in 1913. That's $2.1 billion in today's money. The Cathedral of Commerce, it was originally called. The lower part of the building is still office space, but the upper floors are lovely apartments, starting out at the bargain basement price of $27 million. You can live at the very top of the Woolworth Building for the bargain basement price of $79 million in an apartment called The Pinnacle, also known as the Castle in the Sky. You can look up pictures on Google about it. Quite beautiful. The Woolies Building, that's right. NYC girl, good to see you, welcome. We're making our way north on Broadway today. Hopefully the illegal handbag sellers won't hassle us when we get to Canal. But I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Had a real easy tour today with some people from the Netherlands. I think somebody's renting it, ABX girl. It rents out for $57,000 a month. But yeah, I think somebody's renting it. But off we go. Up Broadway we go. Good to see you, Jerry. Welcome. And ICU from Stone Mountain. Welcome. Making our way north. Marty, great weather. Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you, Marty. Real good weather here today. A touch degree above Goldilocks weather, but still good. I mean, this morning was definitely Goldilocks weather because we could ride the bikes and not sweat. I almost don't feel, I'm not used to not sweating. I'm so used to sweating. I'm not used to not sweating. City Hall, right back over there. Yeah, cue the George Benson music. Have you ever seen the beginning of the movie, All That Jazz, you know? Let's see here. Taxi for Mark mentioning another live streamer called The Walking Commuter. Thanks for enjoying my stream, Mark. $69 degrees now, nice. Nice. Yeah, pretty much, Jack. Pretty much. And Jack, thank you so much for being a member of the channel for a year. Much appreciated. Much appreciated to all the channel members. Ah, yes. The leaves are already starting to fall. The leaves are starting to fall here in New York too, Diana. If I see some falling leaves, I'll point them out. But yeah, we're starting to get some falling leaves here too. But they do such a good job of cleaning them up. Here's where I began my day. I usually start my bike tours from right here. And this is where I am beginning our little walk today. I asked you guys yesterday, we haven't done Broadway in a while. We haven't done a simple walk up Broadway. So might as well do a walk up Broadway today. Since we have it. What? What? Told me to shut up. Driving a city vehicle like that, bro? Ugh. I don't know what's got into people today. Very angst city today. Everyone's all angry and shit. I don't know why. It's too beautiful of a day to be angry. Summer went by too quickly. Well, we got some warm days still left, Diana. We got some warm days still left. Ah, yeah, right. CB birthday, so rude. We have a lot of rude people out today. I feel it in the air today. A lot of angry people today. So we're definitely going to keep our head on a swivel today for the angry people. Yes, indeed, Cody. But yeah, a lot of angry energy out here today. I don't know what's up with it. A lot of main character syndrome also wreaking its head today. You're happy, Mark? Appreciate it. Let's try to translate that energy to the people here in the streets of New York. Jay Chulo, good to see you, Jay. Welcome. I gotta hit that Mega Millions. That's what I gotta do today. Can I please hit the Mega Millions? Absolutely, Azan. I gotta hit that Mega Millions today. I don't know. I gotta hit that Mega Millions today. Maybe, Dinah, maybe. Oleg, good to see you, Oleg. Exactly, Azan. Exactly. Full moon at work. Yo, there you go, Shaman Zito. Good to see you. That's what it is. It's a full moon, people. It's a full blue, right? It's a blue moon today, super blue moon. You know, I don't remember all these super moons when I was a young kid in the 90s. Now we got like super moons every other week. 26 Federal Plaza. I think it's still called the Jacob Javits building, right? Yeah, the Jacob Javits Federal building. If you ever need anything for like your passport or immigration status, you come to this building here. This is where all the Broadway shows are at. Not necessarily, no, Cody. The Broadway shows are up near Times Square. And they're on the side streets. So like 44th Street, 45th Street, 46th Street, 47th Street, 50th Street. They're actually not only a couple of theaters are actually on Broadway. The rest are just off Broadway in the Times Square area. And if you stay tuned in, I'll mention that later on. I'll mention a few Broadway shows as we pass them. Werewolf, is it werewolf thing, man? I gotta howl at the moon, even though it's the daytime. Even though it's the daytime. Gotta woke up this Chipotle. Haven't had Chipotle for lunch in quite some time. It's so cool today that I got really hungry after the tour. So, good to see you, Daniel. I'm within a block of where you live. Awesome. Wow, you live in Manhattan. It's expensive rent. Good to see you, Ramona. Welcome. Yo, there's a new Dunkin' here. Holy shit, there's a new Dunkin'. That's good to know. I can get my donkey. My donkey there. Get my donkey. I guess our first big major landmark is going to be Casey Neistat's office. Yeah, Back to the Future. You seen it Raul, you seen Back to the Future 3 times? Sounds like a cool show. I haven't been to it. Good to see you, Rolo. Welcome. Yeah, why are people driving like morons? People are just all over the place today with their motor vehicles. At the end of my tour today, we did witness a guy get road raged on by a delivery driver. A delivery guy on a bike. He punched out this guy's window. It was pretty bad. And we only saw like the actual event. We didn't see like the build up to it. So I don't know how it started. Probably the driver was driving carelessly. But the guy was not too happy. Oh, we're already here on Franklin Street. That means that we are at, let's get across the street. We're at Casey Neistat's office already. Oh look, Blood Manor's right over there. It's okay there, Diana. No need to apologize. Look at that shot down, up Broadway. We're looking north, so I'm gonna say up. When we go uptown, I mention we're going up. If I say down, we're going downtown. And crosstown is always over.
So
I'll say we're going over there. But right now we're going up. But probably one of the only vloggers I watched on a regular basis when he was making a video every day. And I wish he live streamed more. I mentioned this earlier this morning. I would love just to sit down and have a coffee with the one, the only Casey Neistat. His office is right up there. That's Casey's office. The lights are not on. So that means he is it empty? It looks empty. Maybe the lights just aren't on and it looks empty all of a sudden. Oh shit, did Casey move out? It's either that or the lights are not on and it's dark. Beautiful sky, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if Casey moved out of his office. Wow. I'm gonna keep it moving. Now we're coming up to next big landmark is gonna be Canal Street. Let's see if détente's happening. For the last few months, the illegal handbag sellers have been having a standoff with the NYPD. They both stand in their respective corners, staring at each other. Not really doing much of anything, but staring at each other. So let's see what's happening. Let's see if détente's happening. I gotta make sure that if there is a lot of handbag sellers, I usually just walk in the street just so I don't have to deal with them. Good to see you, Adriana. Welcome. Making our way up Broadway today. The many faces of Broadway. Once we move into from Lower Manhattan, well, we're actually already in Tribeca. We're above Chambers Streets. Once we get to Canal Street and go above Canal Street, we are officially in SoHo, or south of Houston. Once we get north of Houston, we're then in the Village. And then after that, the Union Square area, Flatiron District, and then eventually Midtown. Let's see if détente's happening. Good to see you, Dazapants. Welcome. Was looking around for some pop-ups or anything like that. Nothing much going on today. Not too many pop-ups going on or anything like that. And here is Canal Street. Do the buildings reflect heat? Some of them do, Diana. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. Ah, yes. Canal Street. Ah, it's beautiful. Canal Street. We have another one with main character syndrome here, so I'm gonna ignore him. I don't recommend that Banksy museum. It's not evidently not real works of Banksy. Just remakes. Loving the city there. Oh my God, good to see you, Gus. It's really nice out. I am so not used to not sweating. My phone hasn't dimmed yet. Oh my God, these are amazing temperatures. Good to see you, Dwayne. Welcome. All right, we continue on up Broadway here today. Got to stay on one street this whole way, and that's Broadway. But yeah, we asked you guys yesterday, should we walk up Broadway? We haven't done a simple walk up Broadway in the longest. And in the future, I do want to walk the entire length of Manhattan on Broadway from uptown all the way down. No ski, Banksy? No Banksy. Ski. Oh, did the Weed Museum close? They're already putting retail space up for lease. Wait, is the Weed Museum closing? I don't want the Weed Museum to close. Oh well. Neil, that is a pop-up store for, I believe, a jeans company. How do they climb up and do the graffiti on the sides of buildings? I have no idea they're doing. There's many different methods. You could rappel down the side, you could use scaffolding, you could build scaffolding, you could use a ladder. There's many different methods. What I want to know is, how does somebody do the graffiti on top of 161 Maiden Lane? Oh my God, look at this, it's a glitch in the Matrix. The ugliest car in the universe. Are you unsure if your penis size is too small? And make sure to get a Tesla truck and confirm that you can't sling it in bed. Did I see yes, I did see that sign, Mark. Like I said, it's like a jeans pop-up. It's like a pop-up store for jeans. Kick it? I'm not gonna kick it. That's somebody else's property. So we don't do such things. But I'm pretty sure that he or she is probably terrible in bed, considering they have a Tesla truck. Just saying. I've heard some stories already, thanks to TikTok. Good to see you there, RJ. Welcome out there in Colorado. We are already on Grand Street. And down the way here is the Ferrara Bakery, one of my favorite pastry shops, the Ferrara Pastry Shop. There you go, investigator. Absolutely. There you go. Let's go get some pastry at Ferrara. It's right down there. Little Italy's down that way. That vehicle looks something like from the A-Team, Mac? I guess. I mean, if the A-Team had a new version, if there was a new version of the A-Team and they used a Tesla truck, maybe. I like the old white van. It's more practical. More practical. Cannoli, please, absolutely. Does the new store have anything to do with the drone show we saw? That was American Apparel, so no. You've been dreaming of a rainbow cake from the festival? Ferrara Bakery would have a great rainbow cake. You have a few different bakeries. You have Ferrara. If you go down to Brooklyn, you got Cuccio. And of course, Alba. There's a bunch. If you can find an Italian bakery, it will most likely have a rainbow cake. Wow, the Museum of Slime is doing brisk business today. And hey, we're at 480 Broadway. This is where they filmed the first season and a half of Pee-wee's Playhouse in a studio they lovingly called the Sweatshop because it was evidently really hot in there. But the first season and a half of Pee-wee's Playhouse was filmed right here before they moved the whole set over to California. Pretty crazy. Strawberry Fields, good to see you, welcome. We're on Broome Street. We're on Broome, and we're heading north on Broadway. I'm gonna do my best to stay in the shade because it's just warm enough. It's just warm enough. But it is a beautiful day here in Manhattan. Your wife just made you a rainbow cake? Nice. Enjoy the rainbow cake. That sounds delicious. Had some guests this morning ask me, it smells like weed everywhere. Is it legal? I was like, yeah, it's legal now. I always say I don't mind the stockbrokers smoking weed. It's better than cocaine. But I don't know about construction workers smoking weed before they start going to work. I don't know if they should be smoking. This is like the shopping area here. So a lot of fancy stores here with lines to go into them. You know, it's funny, this section of Broadway here is everything that a mall wants to emulate, but never can. And of course, can't go wrong with Broadway. One of the most famous streets on the planet. Spring Streets. Where all the fashionable people hang out is down here in this area. He's fucking, oh my god, that guy on the bike is cracked the fuck out. Oh my god. Dang. Oh, I love it when people are cracked out. It's awesome. New York's strongest at work. How do they keep the city clean? Because of humans like this, and I appreciate every single one of them. New York's strongest at work right there. Oh, I love New York. Even when there's lots of assholes around, I love New York. I'm trying not to tread on anybody today. Got to stay out of everybody's way. Absolutely, first responders who act every day. Even the garbage man. Absolutely. But real nice blue, cobalt blue sky today. Really nice weather here today. This guy's still doing this? Absolutely, ABX girl. There you go. He's still looking for the perfect woman, ladies. He's still looking. This is a fresh sign here. This just got put up. Little Dan here is looking for the perfect woman. And it actually says, really, I'm really looking for a girlfriend. This is not a joke. Just tired of the single scene and hoping to meet the right person. He's a professional artist and creative person, and you know who you are. To each and every person is beautiful. Open to the possibility of a relationship morphing into something more profound. Anyway, I don't know, maybe you should keep looking. But yes, seriously, yeah, he's looking for a... He was looking for love at all the wrong places. Looking for love with too many faces. Just in your eye. Oh, I'm dreaming of... Uh-oh. This is what you guys want to see. Ah, damn, he's going fast. Don't get in his way. Don't get in his way. Good to see you, Robert C. Welcome. It's all good. Notice no one has taken it. Did you notice that, Robert? Robert, very perceptive, my friend. Good to see you, Derek, out there in Glasgow. Yeah, maybe, Mr. Metalhead, maybe. Low-tech approach. Yeah. The low-tech approach is pretty telling. Yeah, that's true. But nobody has like ripped off. That was that picture was just, it was fresh. So maybe that was just put up today or a little quiet here as we go through the bad signal area. I think you guys still hear me, but we're in the bad signal area. We'll get back into a good signal when we get to Houston Street. I know you guys could hear me, yes. And there we go. Back into signal minimums as we're now at Houston Street. Houston Street, everybody. I don't know why we have a crap signal right there in that little spot. And we missed the light. Got ya. Let's see what kind of nonsensical driving we're going to see here. Oh yeah, it's rearing its head. Jose Torres, Wepa, Puerto Rico, buenvenidos. Jose Torres, welcome to a walk up Broadway. Going all the way up, all the way up. Almost all the way up. We're not going to go all the way up to Inwood. Don't you love the diversity in New York? Me too. It's a beautiful thing. So let's walk over here. I like walking right on the edge of the sidewalk because, in general, nobody could really follow me. Get behind me here and disrupt the broadcast. Approaching Bleecker Streets. Whenever I walk up or walk past Bleecker Streets, I always remember the great place called Bleecker Bob's, a fantastic record shop. Yeah, I remember records. Bleecker Bob's, one of the best places for music. What? I got a NYC alert about the ferry? What the hell happened to the ferry? I wish I had my second device. I would read that. I will stop and read that email right now. Good to see you, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Hope you're doing well. There's always people sitting in the window of this deli. Let's see if people are sitting down here. Yep. Every time. There's always people sitting in front of that deli. Doesn't matter if it's in the middle of the day or late at night. There's always people sitting in that window. random cushions. Gotta love it. NYU area is likely to get crazy later on this week. Oh, is it orientation week there, Strawberry? Ah, orientation week at NYU. So that means all the colleges and universities. Maybe that's why they had the balloons in front of Pace University today. They're beginning orientations. You great today, Norm? Awesome. Thank you so much for hanging on out with us today. As we make our way north, making our way up Broadway today. As we hear the yellow line down below, that's either the N, the Q, the R, or W trains. Orientations are next week, so move in likely this week. There you go. To go to school again. I'm a college dropout, so. And I didn't go to prom, and I'm not going to any reunions and nothing like that. I don't do such things. Little express bus ride here. That's how I get to work in the morning, and before anyone asks, I'll be taking the subway home. Tower Records used to be right over there. One of my favorite stores as a young teenager. Bought a couple of CDs at that Tower Records, which I still have today. That was probably one of the more famous Tower Record locations. I miss my Tower Records too, Mary. Good to see you. I mourn the loss of Tower Records. Yeah, I miss your three. Ramona misses her 3-inch singles. Ramona, you're dating yourself, my friend. You're dating yourself. Yeah, 3-inch CD singles. It's perfectly fine, Strawberry. In Sync is a fine man. You miss the Virgin Megastore. Me too, Joe. I would go to the Virgin Megastore to drink coffee. I think I can honestly say that my coffee addiction began at the Virgin Megastore. You remember when they sold LPs, right? For the young kids, LP means long play. And long play usually references like a record. Yeah, and the new release wall, oh my God. Yeah, it's true, ABX girl, yeah. Vinyl sales are booming with the cool Gen Xers, with the cool ones. Got a Backstreet Boys CD. Yeah, remember the DJ booth? Now, Joe, J&R Music World, that was like my second home. I always bought my hard drives from J&R Music World, and I still have a couple of external drives that I bought from J&R Music World, which still work today. Bust out the 45s and the 12-inch, hells yeah. I'm into like the 12-inch Italian disco mixes, you know? Really 12-inch funk and disco mixes. I like the long-ass ones. You know, if a song's not 18 minutes, remember 78 RPM? Yeah. The midnight release line. Now you're talking. Everyone getting ready for the release of a new album. It was a simpler time. You worked there for a month, really? I wonder if I ever stopped in, Joe. I was always in J&R Music World. Used to love hanging out in there, seeing all the new technology. Ramona was lucky to work at a Tower Records in Boston. Pretty cool. Used to go get BAM magazine, which was free to see what bands were playing in Los Angeles. So that was a zine. Oh my God, that's an awesome name for a zine there, Mary. BAM, I love it. The kids will never understand the importance of paper literature for an event like 2-3 weeks out in the future. The internet makes everything so much easier now, but you had to get a zine back in the day, kids, to find out who's playing where. Scratches, hisses. Diana, it's the flavor of vinyl. That's the flavor of vinyl. Yep, Bondi's ticket next door to Ticketmaster. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting, Jack. Thank you so much for the update there. Oh, wow, that's why I got an NYC alert. Right here, this is where Bruce Willis picks up one of these grates here and jumps on a train in the movie in the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance. One of these, he picks up one of these. He runs around the corner and he picks up one of these grates and he jumps on a train. Put the needle on the record, right? Social media has killed the feeling. You know, Strawberry, that's very true. It has killed the feeling of anticipation. You know, Strawberry, I'm going to be honest, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't have a schedule. Because I want you guys to be surprised and have anticipation of me coming on live. So I think that's why I don't have a schedule. I want it to be like a gift. I want it to be like a gift. Good to see you, Robin. Hank's surprised. Good to see you, Hank. As we look at the beautiful steeple of Grace Church. The beautiful Grace Church right there. Just crossed over 8th Street. Now we're about to cross over 9th Street. Strawberry, you appreciate it? I appreciate you too, there, Strawberry. Thank you so much. Wanamaker Plaza. This is the old Wanamaker department store right here. It was like the Macy's of its day. Online ticket selling has killed the anticipation. Yes, indeed, Nick. Nick, absolutely, Nick. Absolutely. Good to see you, Esteban Fernandez. Welcome. Keep on hitting that like button. Can we get to 200 likes? That'll be amazing. Yes, indeed. All of New York history started in Lower Manhattan. And then in the 1800s, the city basically just doubles in size and moves north. Thank goodness we introduced the grid plan to the island of Manhattan in 1811. Thanks for watching me on YouTube Premium, Norm. Remember, viewers, if you watch on YouTube Premium, I kind of get a cut of that. So for the longer you watch on YouTube Premium, the more money you give me. So I really do appreciate that. And if you super chat me and have YouTube Premium, I get a little bit extra more cut from the super chat. So if you watch me on YouTube Premium, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's much appreciated. Good to see you, Leela. Welcome. Did I catch Leela? Good to see you, Leela. Welcome. And Robojack's out there in London. Welcome. Thank you so much to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members. This broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. Hard to imagine Times Square as an old dusty road, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, Ramona, for watching on YouTube Premium. In this wacky world of social media. Oh, there you go, Mr. Metalhead. It was really Eddie Vedder responsible for the higher ticket price. I blame Ticketmaster and Live Nation and all that shit. And StubHub. Those are the people I blame for higher ticket prices. Yes, indeed. In the 1950s, a big fire at the Wanamaker department store. I think that was the final nail in the coffin for Wanamaker. Was that fire? Passing East 12th Street. Great view of the Empire State Building. Something like that, ABX girl, yeah. I think that was their final outpost, was out in Yonkers, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, second person to let us know about Walking Commuter. Good to see you, Leonard. Welcome. Yep, doing it in reverse. No sunset today, though. I'm not going to stay on until, what is that there? 7:24. I think it's our sunset today. It's a little bit too late for me. I want to be home eating dinner by then. It's now a Target, Robin? Wow. Wow. The first round-the-world telegram is sent from the Times Building on this date in 1911. That was a pretty cool random factoid there on the Wi-Fi sign there. Making good time. We're already up to 14th Street already. We might have to loop through the... As a bonus, if we do this too quick, we are going to do a half loop around Central Park. I do remember the first single I bought. The first single I bought was the B-52s. B-52s Cosmic Planet. And I don't think I necessarily bought a single. I think it was a full, you know, it was a full album. Well, B-52s Cosmic Planet. That was my first ever tape I ever bought. And I still have it somewhere in my house. Yes, Robin, we'll be passing by the Flatiron Building when we get to 23rd Street. We're passing 14th Street now, Union Square, as we continue to go north. Union Square, right here. This is 14th Street. That's the East River. Over there is the Hudson River, and of course the Highline Park. Really pretty out here today. Real nice weather. About 5-10 degrees above Goldilocks weather. This morning we had Goldilocks weather. Rode the bike over Manhattan and Brooklyn Bridge and did not have a drop of sweat on me. Felt so good. And I could tell my guests really enjoyed the weather too. Your sense of direction's not good? Okay. Absolutely creative moments, welcome. Beautiful day in the city today. Oh my God, everybody, to my left-hand side, here are the subway grates that are used in the movie, The Taking of Pelham 123, the original, right there. This is where the final scenes play out. 1M Raw, welcome. Well, welcome on into the show, and I get to say that for the one time this month, we'll go through Times Square. We're gonna go straight up Broadway to Columbus Circle. Then if we have some extra time, we'll walk, do a little like half loop of the park. I will be going back to Van Cortlandt Park. Yeah, when it gets cooler again, we'll be definitely going back to Van Cortlandt Park. That was a fun little adventure we did. And we'll do that again. Union Square Park North. The big plaza here where we usually have the green market. And whatnot. Keep on hitting that like button. Can we get to 225 likes? That'll be fantastic. Let's get to 225. And we're up to 138 now. Perfect. Yeah, let's get to 225. We have 226 watching. 224 now. Oh, scared away 2 people. Now, technically, Broadway went through Union Square, and then Broadway rears its head again here at 17th Street here. Dang, we're making good time. Making pretty good time here today. And see, that's the kind of energy we're dealing with today. We have like motorists that are just impatient for no good reason. Good to see you, Keith. I'm doing great today. I hope you're doing great. Patricia asks, how far am I walking today? Started in City Hall Park, going to end at Columbus Circle, so about 3.5, almost 4 miles, Patricia. No, we're not going to go all the way up Broadway. We're not going all the way up to Inwood. Looking tidy and beautiful? Absolutely, Strawberry. The doors of legendary club, the Underground. Oh, really? Did we just pass that? I don't know too much about the Underground. Good to see you there. Ooh, 93 in Los Angeles. Easy Rider. I think that heat's coming to New York. We'll have the heat back turned on here in New York on Saturday. So Saturday, Sunday starts getting warm again, and then next Monday it's going to be just downright hot. So I do plan on going to the beach next Monday. Oh, did he go the wrong way? He's going the wrong way up Broadway here. Going the wrong way. He is going the wrong way. So he mistook the pedestrianized street to go north. The bike lane is 2-way, but not for car traffic. So he went the wrong way. I could deal with this weather too, Jay. Of course, he has New Jersey license plate, so he doesn't know how the street works. Not surprising. Oh, is this a new? Oh, wow, this is a new contraflow street. This is contraflow. Wow. That's a contraflow street. Actually, I was wrong. Wow, I didn't know we had such complicated streets here in New York now. See, we're making everything more safe for pedestrians. See, the stoplight's going that way. Oh shit, we have a contraflow street here. Wow. 17 Celsius, Ontario, nice. Cyclone Joe, welcome. Wow, we have a contraflow Broadway here, and then it goes back to one direction. Wow, that's so for one block, Broadway goes north between 18th and 19th Streets. Wow, I learned something new today. I'm gonna have to look into this contraflow boulevard here, if you want to call it that.
So really do think just like
Wow, it's pretty cool. Did I ever see more tiger sharks or not? I mean, I see tiger sharks all the time in Coney. It's like it's a regular thing. I haven't seen any recently because I haven't really seen anybody fishing or anything like that. But I mean, it's a regular thing. My tour was great this morning, Robin. Had a lovely group of 8 from the Netherlands. And they were lovely, they all tipped. It was a good run this morning. Good show this morning, good show. Well, Robin, you know, I lead bicycle tours, so the majority of my guests are from the Netherlands, Belgium, let's see, Denmark, UK, Germany, like good cycling countries, good cycling countries. We have a Oh yeah, we got somebody who's a little unstable across the street. So many groups from the Netherlands. Oh yeah, no, you know what? When they come from the Netherlands, Strawberry, it's a much easy tour. I can't stand it when people come on a tour and they don't necessarily cycle. When people can't ride a bike and they're coming on a bicycle tour, it's a little annoying. G.O., good to see you. How close to shore do the tiger sharks come in Coney? Up, they come right up onto the beach. They come up right onto the beach. And it's not out of the ordinary to see them come out of the water. Good to see you there. I love the 80s. Welcome. Yeah, Easy Rider got tiger sharks off beaches and the bull sharks in Los Angeles. Yeah, that's how it usually works. Where's Mr. Crazy Guy? Oh, there he is. Okay. There's a guy across the street that's definitely a bit unstable, kind of yelling angrily. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, ICU investigation still stuck on talking about Wanamaker's. We passed Wanamaker's about 20 blocks ago. Sorry, check that. About maybe 16 blocks ago. Yeah, sharks in the water. Yeah. That is their home, Easy Rider. Yes, indeed. All right, coming up to already, making good time here. Coming up to Madison Square. Good to see you, Romanchek. Welcome. We're now behind the Flatiron Building, and now Flatiron Building is now covered in scaffolding once again. I guess they're beginning to convert the building to a residential building again. Do the polar bear plunge at Coney? You do the polar bear plunge at Coney. Keep your eyes out for sharks. Yes, indeed. Keep your eyes out. Okay. That ugly building nobody likes, starting to get glass on it now. I heard there's only 32 apartments in that whole building. So that beautiful view gone forever for just 32 apartments. Did they find a buyer? I think they did, ABX girl. But if you remember the story, the person who bid on the building disappeared a few days after having the winning bid. And I think they might have gone with the secondary bidder. Now let's see, is the portal actually turned on or is it finally shut off? I like to consider the portal a failure. Look, there's nobody here. Oh yeah, the portal's asleep. The portal's asleep, and it'll be back up until it'll be back up at 8 a.m. This is a colossal failure. This was a failed piece of art and a pretty stupid implementation of it. You're saddened the investors of the Flatiron turned into a residential. Would have made for a great hotel. Romanchek, that's very true. It would have made an iconic hotel. But they're going to give it to some wealthy people who live in there and then begin to pass it down through their families as we cross 23rd Street. But yeah, Flatiron right now, behind the scaffolding. Let's take a look at it. There she is. Flatiron Building. Yeah, all under scaffolding now. It is a bit of a waste. This building, yes. That building is a complete waste. Well, we're making good time. Holy shit. Gotta have to do that loop of the park, I have a feeling. Oh, look, let's go to the pool. This is called Rainbow Falls. And this is, I guess, a frame to get the Flatiron Building in. Yeah, that's cool looking. Wow, yay, let's go to the beach. And let's go to the pool, yay. That's called Rainbow Falls, that bit of art. Now let's come over here. This is the toy building in this direction here. And this is where we have our Italy. Italy, a fantastic Italian eatery. And now we continue north. Wow, a lot of vendors right here. Dang. A lot of people in town today. Good to see you, Dennis. Welcome. Don't forget to drink. Okay. Good to see you, Dennis, out there in the Netherlands. There's a Flatiron Hotel in Asheville, North Carolina. A small version of the, really? It's a small version of the real thing? Ramona, I gotta head over there. Still I tell you one thing, Ramona, my dream for the live stream one day is to spend a weekend at south of the border. I used to go there every year when I used to travel by automobile down to Florida. And yeah, I wanna, that's my live stream dream. That's my live stream dream. Yeah, very busy out here today. It's very busy. A lot of people out today. I know there's a lot of groups out during my tour today. Yes, the cooler does give me lots of energy to walk. I did have Chipotle for lunch. You know, it'll happen eventually, Milo. Yeah, good to see you, Milo. Eventually, one day, I'll be able to do this full time and begin to travel and all that for you guys. And then we'll start having real fun. Start having real fun. But south of the border, I really would love to spend a weekend there, even though I know it's a crappy hotel. I want to live stream from the Sombrero Tower. Asheville is a great city for North Carolina. Not anything like the rest of the state, Romanchek, okay. Good to see you, Arjan, welcome. I'm doing great. I had a coffee this morning. It was delicious, had a French crulla. Had some Chipotle for lunch. Because, you know, it's so cold out here. I'm finally hungry after the tour. Usually when it gets really, really hot, I don't eat. So, good to see you, Ed Allen. Good to see you from the Red Roof Inn, waiting for the moving company to move your mobile home, but no sweat. Oh, Ed Allen, I hope you have a great day. Not too crazy. Hopefully he's not too crazy. Carlos, good afternoon. We're in a bit of a signal crunch here, so please be patient as we make our way north. Robin, I want to do that, Robin. (27th Street). Having a bit of a signal issue, guys, so please be patient. And we got signal minimums back once again, yay. Good to see you, Kelly Spinks, watching from Hendersonville, North Carolina. I got all my North Carolinians checking on in. Welcome. Bloody hell, this stretch here, this stretch of Broadway really smells like weed. Holy crap. I'm getting a second high. I'm getting a secondary high here. Dang, Tin Pan Alley coming up here at 28th Street. Tin Pan Alley. How much great music was published from this street right here? How much great music was recorded here in Tin Pan Alley? Yes, indeed, Robin. One of my favorite views of the Empire State Building coming into view right here. Hello there, Lisa UK girl, welcome. Love how the Empire State Building sneaks in a view right there. Looks so cool. There's also a couple of great rooftop bars in this area that have absolutely commanding views of the Empire State Building. Sal Muscles, good to see you. Welcome. You love the smell of weed? Easy Rider, I will take the smell of weed over cigarettes any day. I will take the smell of weed any day. This is the building nobody likes. Look how thin it is. This is the building that's blocking the view of the Empire State Building from the Flatiron building. That's 5th Avenue, by the way, one block over. Like the smell of weed too, Robin? Yeah, sometimes it's really nice. And the key word is sometimes, not all the time. Can't wait to smoke a joint. Yeah, Ed Allen's pretty cool. Beautiful day out there in eastern North Carolina. Mary Lily, enjoy it. Enjoy. Look at this view. So cool. I used to have to get a paycheck around here over on 30th Street back in the day. And used to always love this view right here. Look at that. So cool. Whoever gave permission. No, no. Strawberry, a lot of people dislike that building. Nobody likes that building. Nobody likes that building. I have yet to find anyone. Look at how thin that building looks. Look at how thin that thing looks. That just doesn't look safe. I don't know. Literally the glass tower. It is an eyesore. Absolutely. Damn, we're making really good time. We're already approaching Herald Square. And we have passed 30th Street, so we're officially now in Midtown. Wow. We're just going through the neighborhoods here, only an hour and 15 minutes in. Making really good time here. You know what, Robin? I think some of the new skyscrapers look fantastic. I actually like most of the new buildings in downtown Brooklyn. I think it gives Brooklyn its own kind of unique style for a skyline. But some of the really thin, really tall buildings, especially here in Manhattan, are very, like, they're soulless. They're like very boring, and sometimes they block some really nice vistas of older buildings. I'm a little upset over the whole, there's gonna be a new building to the east of the Chrysler building. That's gonna be a rather large, super tall building, a rather wide building that's gonna completely destroy the view. And we are gonna lose the vistas from and towards Chrysler building forever. Exactly, Strawberry. People are not gonna live there because it's an investment. Dave JR out there in Dartmouth, welcome. We're making our way north along Broadway today. Yeah, they wanted the Empire State Building to always stand out. Well, the Empire State Building, here's the deal, Robin. So when they developed the Empire State Building, they thought that Midtown Manhattan, the business core, was going to be centered around 34th Street because that's where the shopping core was at that time. That never came to fruition. What ended up happening was that once Rockefeller Center was built, it kind of shifted the whole focus of the Midtown commercial zone up into the 50s towards 5th, 6th Avenue, 8th Avenue, that whole area up there. So 50th Street kind of pushed that all up there. And the Morgan Stanley, the JP Morgan Chase Tower, that's a big one, but that's kind of like on its own. And it's not necessarily blocking any vistas. Whatever happened to Gimble's? Gimble's department store used to be right there. Later on, that would become A&S Plaza, Abraham and Straus. And then eventually that becomes the Manhattan Mall. And now it's an office building. Absolutely, Nick. I agree. Wow, we're making good time. Making good time. We are already at Macy's. I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of the park. Then we go up and over in Central Park. Scott Chrysler, good to see you. Welcome. All right. Was Orbox here too? You remember the Manhattan Mall? You remember shopping at Stern's for work clothes? Yeah. I used to go to Sims for my work clothes. And that's downtown. I always try to work downtown because for me, the city is always best downtown. This D. Bearer, welcome. Maybe, Robin, I think we are gonna have time to visit Strawberry Fields because we're going pretty fast right now. And if I gotta do a little loop of the park there, I might as well. found some workers' ID at the Martinique Hotel on 32nd, I mean, and nice. Thanks for returning it. Am I a Jets or Giants fan? I'm a Jets fan because that's what my parents like. So I like to lose. So Jets, Jets. I know there's an interleague game, right, tomorrow or over the weekend. The Jets are playing the Giants. I could care less. I'm not too much into the sports balls. It is what it is. All right, 34th Street. Yeah, there was a Sims on Park Avenue. Yeah. I remember that. There was a Sims over on Park Avenue. Ah, simpler time. All right, Herald Square, 34th Street. Here's Macy's, the world's largest department store, supposedly. And then Empire State Building is these buildings here. Once we cross the street, I'll give you the view of Empire State Building before we continue on. Tell you, the traffic officers have quite a job to do today because some people are just driving so stupidly today. Ah, there's your Empire State Building view. Right there, here at 34th Street, where 6th Avenue meets Broadway. Herald Square, everybody. Herald Square. As we continue on. Continuing north up Broadway. Yes, indeed, strawberry. Yeah, Macy's, one of the few places left in the world with wooden escalators. And you know, I never knew the layout of Macy's until I met my wife, so the Duchess really helped me get around Macy's. I now know the store like the back of my hand. I know where the bathrooms are. I know where to find the good sales. That's all thanks to the Duchess. But now we're getting closer and closer to the Petri dish. Getting closer and closer to that Petri dish. Times Square, formerly known as Longacre Square, where the horse carriages used to be back in the day. You know what, Robin? Thanks to the Duchess, I no longer get lost in Macy's. I used to get lost in Macy's all the time. But now that the Duchess showed me the way and how to get around the store, once you orient yourself in the store, it's actually quite easy to get around. Good to see you, Torkel. Welcome. Good evening, sir. Making our way north along Broadway today. Back to school shopping at the San Francisco Macy's. Mom would hold up the underwear and yell, "Come here and try these on." Yes, indeed, Jack. I want to thank my mom for never doing that to me. I had to try on like the jeans and stuff, and I didn't mind that. But underwear, that's a different story. Now, is it true that Broadway was an old? Yes, this was the old Indian Trail. Broadway roughly corresponds with the old Lenape Trail that went from Lower Manhattan all the way up to Northern Manhattan. That's why Broadway kind of deviates from the 1811 street grid plan. But of course, Broadway, the Dutch name is Broadway pretty much for the Brow de Weed. And I know I'm mispronouncing that. My Dutch guests were very, very surprised how I could pronounce correctly Middagstrassen, or Afternoon Street in Brooklyn Heights. But yes, Lenape, the original inhabitants of this land, Manhattan, is derived from the Native American word Mannahatta, which means land of many hills. As a New Yorker, you easily get lost in that store. Jay, I used to get lost in Macy's all the time too, but once the Duchess showed me how to get around Macy's, I can no longer get lost in there anymore. I felt bad for her. She got hung up behind a slow walker, and you could see who saw her impatientness. I loved it. I felt bad for her. I'm like, oh, I should just act crazy and get the guy out of the way. Look at this guy. This guy from Jersey's gonna come flying down. All right, good. He stopped at the red light. We need a Duchess-led tour of Macy's. Maybe we'll get that arranged one of these days. That might be fun. But see, I don't want her to give away all the secrets. Once the secrets become public, you know, it's all water under the bridge at that point. Approaching 38th Street. Officially, we are in the garment district right now, part of Midtown. Not too many garment businesses left, unfortunately. Supposedly, from what I hear, I know a couple of people who used to work in the garment industry back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And from what I've read, or from what they've told me, is that NAFTA in the 90s really ruined the whole garment industry here in New York City. We used to literally make everything here in New York. You know, we used to make apparel for all price points, and watch a documentary called Mana. Oh yeah, you saw that, Robin? It's a great documentary. Great, great, great documentary. How far am I planning walking north? Up to Columbus Circle. Columbus Circle. Lynette Jackson, good to see you. Welcome. Oh, we got weird arts. We got weird art coming up. Yay, I forgot about this. I've been meaning to show this. Oh yeah, this is real weird art here. Let's take a look at this thing. We got a weird ass sculpture here. Can't go wrong with weird art. Well, you can, but you know, for the live stream, you can't go wrong with weird art. Wow, a lot of the food delivery guys are here, hanging out for their next call. These are all food delivery guys across the street. Wow. There's like 50 of them across the street over there. Meet me by the weird art, eh? Can you meet me by the weird art? I'll meet you by the weird art. Wow, there's a lot of delivery guys here. Wow. And look at this weird ass thing. Wow, what the hell is this? Wow. Well, yep. It's art. I like how they gotta play. Don't climb it, please. Don't climb it. It's called Shaved Portions by Kachaka Booker. It's rubber tires and stainless steel. For more information, scan the QR code for more information. Oh yeah, this thing is like solid. I can see why people might want to try to climb this thing. I would not be surprised if somebody tried to climb this thing in the middle of the night when nobody's around. Yeah, people could definitely climb this and bust their heads open. New York style, you know how it goes? New York style. My head's bleeding. Yeah, you climb the art that nobody's supposed to climb. Ah, this thing is cool. Yeah, I think this was inspired by six-pack holders. Yeah, Dave, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, somebody got tipsy. Wow. Well, there you go. Shaved portions, everyone. Some crazy TikToker probably, yeah. I gotta check the TikTok, see if anyone climbed this thing. Yeah, it's art, Rolo. Some kind of sculptural thing. It looks cool, it's all right. I think that's today's word, aight. It's aight. I've been saying that all day today. I had a guest who was born in Rotterdam, and I told him I visited Rotterdam 20 years ago, and it was aight. It was aight. Looks like a pile of spectacles. Yeah, you know what? You know, RoboJax, I think you're right. It kind of does look like a pile of spectacles. Yeah, I think you're good on. I think you're right on that one. '40th Street, about to enter the Petri dish, also known as Times Square. And no, I'm not going to be at the bowl drop. Not going to be at the New Year's bowl drop. I'm not going to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. I'm not going to go to the Rockefeller Center tree lighting. We don't do those things on this channel. We don't do such things on this channel. Wow, we got a line. Yeah, exactly. Art is what you see in it. Ain't that the truth? Wow, we got a line here going into Joe's Pizza. Don't they know there's another Joe's Pizza that probably has no line? If they go to the downtown Joe's Pizza, there's no line. You know, save themselves a trick here. Your eczema's flaring up as we get closer. Yeah, me too, Strawberry. I'm getting itchy. If a bed bug could be a place on the planet Earth, Times Square is that bed bug. And it makes me itch every time. I feel itchy. Guess I'm gonna have to burn the mattress down. I guess that's what I have to do. I feel itchy. I should put on my mask. I should put on my mask that I wear for whenever people fart and poop in the subway. I wear my mask. All right, you agree, Jay? I really do feel bad for people who have to work in Times Square. Was that a good analogy, Neil? I'm trying to be a wordsmith. I'm trying to be a proper orator, like the great Barack Obama. As a lifelong New Yorker, you hate New York with a passion and a vengeance. Absolutely. Sal, me too. The only time I liked Times Square was back in the 90s. That's when it was fun. Yeah, this is the part where I gotta be careful. Yeah, this is the part where I gotta be careful. Because there's all these people scamming. The Deuce, everyone! 42nd Street. Yep. My health and my pockets. Yes, indeed. Our one time a month. Wow, look, the new cladding's going up. We're not going to see this for very long because the new facade at One Times Square is going to be completely covered in advertising signs. They're starting to build out the cantilever. So it is going to be, from what I hear, a public plaza at the top of One Times Square. And you'll always be able to get an up-close view of the New Year's. Oh my God, we got people screaming in here. Uh-oh, it's like now here is like, sounds like Mad Max in the Thunderdome. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh boy, we got people yelling and being angry over there. Oh Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Good to see you there, Nibble. We don't need another hero. We don't need another world. All we want is a beyond the Thunderdome. So those were two groups of street musicians arguing over space. No doubt the reason why they want to perform there is because it's kind of like a cavern. So it's really, really loud and it gets people attention. So, but one group set up a lot of characters, a bunch of characters. But we're almost through the Petri dish. And we will do, for Nebul, I'm happy you tuned in because I'm gonna play one of your favorite graphics coming up. We will do a bit of a de-cleansing. A palette cleanser is coming up once we leave Times Square, so. Yeah, turf war in Times Square. Yep, absolutely. Passing in front of the ABC Good Morning America studios. This is where we saw the New Kids on the Block a couple of months back. I still don't understand the allure of coming to this place every day. I mean, you have moments like this guy over here. He's having a good time. Yeah, no, Ed Allen, I agree. I mean, the old Times Square I miss. Now, I remember, what was it, 1994? They started putting up those signs that said the new Times Square. Who remembers that? That's when Times Square started getting gentrified. It was the new Times Square, and it was like, you know, fucking Disney is here now, yay. Good to see Fruitzel from Belgium. All right, do I got this light or am I hit by a car? Let's see. Let's see. Ah, well, we could do it. I'm gonna pass your hotel, Nebul. Nebul lives life on the edge, staying here in a hotel in Times Square. Good to see you, Ann. Welcome. We're passing 1515 Broadway. This is where, right up here, the glass studio, where it says CBS News Today. This is the old TRL studio right here. And the funny thing is that one of the main areas where they filmed TRL is now covered by an LCD sign. And then across the street over there where Forever 21 and the Disney store are, that's where Virgin Megastore used to be. I'm waiting for Carson Daly. Is Christina Aguilera on the #1? Good to see you, Robert. Welcome. By the way, what made Carson Daly famous? He was a junior golfer. He was a junior golfer, everyone. Romacek, absolutely. That's a great series. All right, where the hell are we slowly meandering here? Cody, Lion King is fantastic. Hey, the Backstreet Boys and the Instinct. Yes. Every time a character walks with its head, every time a Disney character walks around with its head half on, Walt Disney turns in his grave just a little bit more. All right, now we're passing where the Showtime dancers are. I think the only people I genuinely like in Times Square are these photographer guys. They'll take a really cool picture for you for a couple of dollars. Oh, the bane of my existence. There she is. Yes, I know. That old lady. That was the naked cowgirl. And she cursed out one of my tours once. And luckily I knew the security guard over here, so he kind of got her out of our hair. Oh my God, why is everyone walking so slow? Is this the American Dream Mall? This is the American Dream Mall. Everyone's walking really fucking slow. God damn it. I want to walk, man. Yeah, she's not naked anymore. That has to be one of the worst humans in existence. And I hate to say that because I like all humans. Is he in a cryogenic tube? Oh, this is the main concentration of the characters. Coming up to the red steps of the TKTS booth. Remember, if you're handed a compact disc, it's free, and then they'll start cursing you out and threatening your life because, you know, that's what real artists do. What, is it a Krispy Kreme giveaway? What are the balloons here for? Are they giving away Krispy Kreme? And they have some kind of professional photography spot over there. Oh, and that's where the 360 thing went. Even the Stunads, even the Stunads. Oh, Kids Night on Broadway, yay! And they got donuts. Got any donuts left over? I'll take a donut to go home. Okay. As we continue north, a palette cleanser for Times Square is coming up next. Palette cleanser for Times Square coming up next. Especially the Stunads, yes. Especially the Stunads. I feel like I'm escaping some kind of crazy explosion. Just in time, I found you, just in time. Da-da-dee. Oh my God, did we really make it? Did we really make it to Times Square with only one rendition of Alicia Keys?
That's because
All right. Coming up to one of my favorite buildings in all of New York City history, the Brill Building is coming up next. That's that white building right down over there. That's right, Ollie. Yeah, don't jinx it, right? I think that's going to be the last one. I don't think there's too many 360 cameras around the way. I think that was a fairly painless journey or sojourn, as the kids say, through Times Square. Now that's a bed. Kind of feel bad for the guy. But Derek Ferry with a 10-pound super chat. Derek, thank you so much for the very generous 10-pound super chat. Thanks for joining today's 5-pound club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 10-pound super chat. And Derek, yes, I will buy a beer with that money. Thank you so much there, Derek. Much appreciated, sir. Thanks for sponsoring today's walk up Broadway. Good to see you, Strawberry Fields. Welcome. Welcome on into the show. On this August 20th, 2024, it's 3:40 in the afternoon. Good to see you, Jeanette Trainer. Welcome. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, behold it in all its glory, the Brill Building. A lot of great music has been published from the Brill Building. Once we get to my little spot here, I'm going to name off all the songs, or almost all the songs, that were filmed here. Actually, it's not nowhere near all the songs, because it's hundreds of songs. But the Brill Top 20, I guess, is coming up. Good to see you, Emma Zambrano. Welcome. I think he's stuck. That's it. He's stuck. That's it. The street is going to close now. That's it. It's a pretty big bus. It's a luxury shuttle here. Luxury vans and shuttle bus. All right, let's get to a comfortable spot here. But here we are. Here is the Brill Building, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, a lot of great music has come out of this building. If you want to see a great documentary that's filmed in this movie, there's a great movie called The Scorsese Effect. Or sorry, the Scorsese Experience or The Scorsese Effect. It's one of those. Martin Scorsese used to have his offices in here. And you see this building right next door get built in the background. And anyway, it's a great movie about him producing movies out of the Brill Building here. But the Brill Building is more known for music. And here is a tiny taste of all the great music that emanated here from the Brill Buildings. We got the Chiffons and One Fine Day and Ben E. King and Stand By Me. Also Bobby V and Take Good Care of My Baby. And of course Elvis Presley and Jailhouse Rock. Let's not forget the Shangri-Las and Leader of the Pack. And then of course the Righteous Brothers, and of course You've Lost That Loving Feeling. Whoa, that loving feeling. And then of course the Clovers and Love Potion number 9. And Manfred Mann and Do-I-did-it-did-it-dum-did-it-do. Oh yeah, that was produced from this building. Of course, Dionne Warwick and Walk On By. And of course the Carpenters and They Long to Be Just Like You. Oh yes. And of course the incomparable Burt Bacharach with Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas and Trains and Boats and Planes, da 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 da. And of course the Shirelles and it's Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? That's right. And Jerry Butler and Make It Easy on Yourself. And then of course the Ronettes and Be My Little Baby, and Ike and Tina Turner, River Deep Mountain High. Oh yeah. What else do we got? We got Jackie Shannon and What the World Needs Now Is Love, Sweet Love. And of course the Beach Bums and I Could Hear Music. And of course the Coasters and the Yakety Yak. And Tom Jones and What's Up, Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And of course Little Eva and the Locomotion classic. And of course Sandy Shaw and There's Always Something There to Remind Me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What else do we have here? We have Dusty Springfield, one of my faves. Dusty Springfield and I Just Don't Know What to Do with Myself. Great song. And then of course Gene Pitney and 24 Hours from Tulsa. Wah, wah. And of course we got Cass Elliot and It's Getting Better. Classic. And of course Dion and the Belmonts. And He Must Be a Teenager in Love. Of course, and the Paris Sisters. And I Love How You Love Me. Classic. And of course the Beatles and Hey Baby, Baby It's You. Sha-na-na-na-na. And then we have the Walker Brothers and I'm Walking in the Rain. Walking in the Rain, and then the Animals and We Gotta Get Out of This Place. That's right, we gotta get out of this place, the Animals. And we gotta get out of this place now too. But there you go, that's just some of the music and more that you could find on 12 LPs, 4 compact discs, 18 CDs, and 24 8-track tapes. All that and more, the music of the Brill Building in local stores now. Remember all those stores on WCBS 101 FM. Whoa, great songs indeed. And you love Dutch Sinatra. That's right, J.E. Sinatra indeed. But that's our palate cleanser for Times Square. I think we feel better now. That's a great list for Rebel Radio. Let's continue on, people. That's a great list. That's like 1% of all the great music to be produced out of the Brill Building. Anyway, Mary McHugh with a $10 super chat. Mary, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 Club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. Thank you so much for sponsoring That great list of songs, the music of our youth, people. I know my demographics and how to keep them happy. And that list of music is one way I do so. Thank you so much, Anne. I love singing crazy like that. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we're continuing on north along Broadway, Broadway, making our way up to Columbus Circle. And I think when we get to Columbus Circle, we'll do a little bit of Central Park. We're like early. I want to give you guys 3 hours today. Hello there, Daniel. Welcome. Serenda. All right. I know. Appreciate the Tom Jones. You're more than welcome. Hey, I love Tom Jones. Me and my mom, we saw Tom Jones in what was it? In Roseanne Ballroom once. Not that far from here, actually, a couple of blocks away. And yeah, it was really cool. It was such a great show. I got the smartest viewers with the best taste of music. Now we're walking through the part of Midtown which most people think of as Manhattan. We're now in the 50s. So 51st Street we're crossing now. Puts on a great show. Yeah, no, Tom Jones puts on an amazing show. The infamous Roseanne Ballroom, yes. That was my favorite venue of all time. I would have given anything to see Lady Gaga close the Roseland, but couldn't get tickets. Hi! Hi! The fuck makes her special, anyway? Okay. Let's see here. Lisa UK girl grew up in South Wales. And, oh, was he born over there? Awesome. They want to wave into the camera for some live stream, as they call the kids call it live stream. Will she find live stream? I do not know. Ooh, illegal weed shop. Yeah. You got the illegal weed in there. Tastes like turpentine. Anyway. Ooh, this street's closed. Ooh, look at this. This is nice. I love closed streets. They're nice. Hey, Roseland's right down the block here. 52nd and 53rd Street between Broadway and 8th Avenues. Yeah, I know. They shut down St. Vincent's. St. Vincent's was technically an illegal venue. And from what I hear about St. Vincent's, it was really small. To be honest, I don't think St. Vincent's was zoned for that area. They might have been breaking the zoning. But I know they had some capacity issues. So that's why they ultimately shut the place down. Ah, yes. Now, when I used to cut high school, I would end up right here at 53rd Street and Broadway. The Colbert Show right across the way in the old Ed Sullivan Theater. Formerly, that was CBS Studio number 52. The entire run of The Honeymooners was filmed in that stage. It's a vaudeville theater that was built in the 1920s. But eventually CBS would buy it. They would turn it into a radio studio, and then eventually television. But probably the most well-known show, of course, was The Honeymooners, and then later on, of course, the Ed Sullivan Show, because now the theater is named the Ed Sullivan Theater. Ed Sullivan Show used to film out of there. And then later on in the 70s and 80s, they did divide up the theater into two smaller television studios. And for a time, the Dick Cavett Show was filmed here, amongst many other short-lived TV shows and talk shows. But today, the Colbert Show. I saw a great video on why everyone loves Conan and not anyone else. Ooh, we got a little ballerina friend here. How you doing? You doing good? Ah. All right. One of these days, that's right, G. Yeah, I know, St. Vitus was really freaking tiny. Oh shit, a whole building is missing here. Wow. Wow, finally, after all these years, the building that housed Bad Boy Worldwide is now erased from existence. Wow, I was so used to this thing being here, empty. They're finally going to build something here. Something tells me they're going to build some kind of residential building here. I actually met Puff Daddy while working as a bike messenger, and I delivered to this, well, when the building was there, I delivered to this location. And very briefly met Puff Daddy. He was okay, he tipped. He tipped. Yeah, very meaningful. Wow. I'm so used to it being here. It feels weird that it's not here. Wow. Which theater does Lion King play in? We passed it. Oh, awesome, Cody. We passed the Lion King. That was over by the Marriott Marquis.
Some spot.
Yeah, oh no, Diddy did it. Yes, he did. He tipped good. Puff Daddy tipped all right. Did I ever go to a Puff Daddy party? No, Lisa. What's up, Moon Toads? Welcome. Give Bobo the Clown a shout out. All right. Bobo the Clown. Is that a local television staple? Coming up next on Channel 6, Bobo the Clown. And after that, your 5 p.m. news. That's your clown on your AI YouTube channel? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm promoting your YouTube channel now, Moonto? It's awesome. You know, I've had a YouTube channel for almost 18 years, and I've never self-promoted myself in anybody else's channel. I'm pretty sure Bobo the Clown was on WGN. That was, what's his name, right? That was, excuse me, please. That was, wasn't that the weather guy's job before he went to the Today Show? You got 10 subs, wow. Well, keep making videos there. Can we get to 300 likes? That'll be a beautiful thing. Keep on hitting that like button. I'm like way ahead of time. I thought this was going to take me 2.5 hours to do. We did it in just 2 hours. So I guess as a bonus, we'll do a little walkthrough. Clara Bell on Howdy Doody. There you go, G. I guess we do a little bit of Central Park. And then that could get me over to my subway. Oh, wow. Here we are at the Nordstroms. And here it is, the Central Park South Tower. The Central Park South Tower features the highest private residence in the world, roughly 60 feet higher than the observation deck at One World Trade Center. Willard Scott was Ronald McDonald. Thank you so much there, Susan. That's what I was thinking about. Willard Scott, everybody. Willard Scott. Anyway, the Central Park South Tower. It's a bit of a hybrid structure. The lower part of the building is an Nordstrom's and a hotel. The middle part of the building is office space, and the upper floors are apartments. This building does currently feature one of the most expensive, or the most expensive residence in all of New York City. The penthouse apartment sold for $235 million. But welcome everyone, 57th Street, Billionaires Row. I didn't even ask you to let us know about that, Daniel, but okay. Good to see. Good morning, Michelle. But hey, look at that. Nordstrom's featuring the Hello Kitty 50th anniversary. Now they better do the same thing for Pikachu. He's getting old too, you know. Strawberry, you know, it's like a mix of people trying to self-promote and stuff like that, you know. You know how it goes. Oh, got a couple of people, got a couple of police and ambulances making their way down here. You love Hello Kitty? Me too. No, I'm not going to go to anime. No, I'm not going to go to anime. Oh, we got somebody making no sense in the chat. Good to see you, Alfred. Welcome. Hello Kitty's your favorite store, Moon Toads? We need a new Pokemon center here in New York. The Nintendo store just ain't cutting it. All right. I gotta love those New York City sirens. Oh wow, we got like a singer here. That's pretty cool. Good to see you, John the Beagle Dad. Welcome. Ooh, she's really singing that song? Wow. Wow, she's really singing this. I feel like stopping. Wow, let's break out the lighters, everybody. Wow. All right, we have made it. We have made it to Columbus Circle. We have made it to Columbus Circle. Sunshine NYC, welcome. We have made it to Columbus Circle, everybody. We're ending this a little early, so we'll do a quick little loop here in the park.
I think that.
Oh, did I come to mind there, Nebul? Nebul, if you only knew what me and the Duchess's bedroom looks like. If you only knew. John the Beagle Dad wants a real Jewish bagel. Hells yeah. All right, Central Park South, 59th Street. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, we're in front of the building. This is where Lonesome Rhodes used to live. Right here. 10,000 miles away from home, and I don't even know my name. Lonesome Rhodes lived right up there. And the end of the movie, you see this view right here. See a great movie, Facing the Crowd. That's one of my all-time favorite movies, and whenever I feel like my ego is getting a little bit too bloated, I keep myself in check and I watch the movie, A Face in the Crowd, starring Andy Griffith. You gotta check out that movie. One of my all-time favorites. All right, let's do a little bit of Central Park. I'm gonna be a free man in the morning, free man in the morning, free man in the morning, and know the reason why. Hey! All right, let's get into the park. Oh, he's playing that Italian song. We heard that at the feast. All right. Central Park, everybody, welcome. 843 acres of man-made goodness. Nothing about this park is real. It's not real nature, it's nature. Landscaped, staged, managed. Designed by Frederick Lahr Olmsted and Calvert Vaux. Frederick Lahr Olmsted, an American-born landscape architect. Before he worked on Central Park, he created a small farm out in Staten Island. Calvert Vaux, he's a British-born architect. Calvert Vaux designs all the infrastructure, a lot of the roadways and pathways here in the park. He creates the skeleton, if you will, of Central Park. And if you want to build Central Park in your hometown, you can. The instructions are on the internet. All you need is an 11.5 million cartloads of topsoil, 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 142 miles of drainage pipe. We have 58 miles of pedestrian pathways, and we used 266 tons of gunpowder to sculpt the glacier rock here in Central Park. Somebody in the chat not making any sense. Okay. I think it's time for Daniel to go play Roblox. We have some, from what I heard, 2,000 to 3,000 squirrels, Neil. Quite a few squirrels here in the park. 843 acres. It's a 51 block deep park, starting at 59th Street, going all the way up to 110th Street between 8th and 5th Avenues. It's pretty special. It did start off with just 2. That's true, Neil. It did start off with just 2. Julie, we'll give him one more. We'll give him one more chance to see if he becomes enlightened. We're giving him hints, but you know, he's not learning much. Everyone's 2 check marks. Lots of raccoons, lots of skunks, and lots of possums. There you go, estimated 2,373 squirrels. Words are even harder, yes indeed. So unfortunately there's no remnants of any places where people lived here in Central Park. Of course we have Seneca Village, probably the largest inhabited area in the area of Central Park before the park was built. And that's up at 82nd Street, 90th Street in the west side of the park. And there's really nothing left of Seneca Village. We're making our way up past the ball fields. See, the Hetschker ball fields are down there. And then further up, we're going to be passing what do you call it? The Sheep's Meadow. And the Sheep's Meadow is it's a completely landscaped area. It's completely man-made. And there used to be a German family-owned rock quarry in that area. So it obviously looked nothing like what it does today. And to be honest, Central Park has probably never looked this good in its entire history Over 300 horticulturists maintain Central Park throughout the year. Costs around $84 million every year to maintain the park, and most of that money comes through the Central Park Conservancy. They're the ones who actually maintain the park. So actually very little city money goes into the maintenance of Central Park. Most of the city money comes through DOT, and they maintain the main drives, and that's about it. Good to see you, Edgar. Welcome. It is amazing, Edgar. Okay. Having the problem the lady had on Broadway here. Might as well just walk in the damn road here. These people are being a little stupid. Yeah, be careful with the emojis there. Nightbot doesn't like too many emojis. So going by how the signal's bouncing around, we're not going to go into Strawberry Fields today, because I have a feeling I won't have a signal in there. The signal's already being rather fussy. So we'll just go from here up to Bethesda Terrace, and then back down to, we'll go back down to Grand Army Plaza, 5th Avenue, 59th Street. And that's where I could hop on my subway. Yes, indeed, Nebul, bigger than Prospect Park. Here is the list of the top 10 parks by size here in New York City. Central Park comes in 5th place. The largest park, Pelham Bay Park, at 2,700 acres large. All right. Enjoying this light of wisdom? You can't say you didn't see a big chunk of New York City today. Graphics people, graphics people. Oh, we're passing by the old sheepfold today called Tavern on the Green. And then of course across the street, the Sheep's Meadow. And then behind Tavern on the Green, we're gonna see briefly 55 Central Park West. Spook Central, the Ghostbusters building, is right there. There it is, there's the Ghostbusters building. Spook Central. How many times have I visited this park? Thousands. I have literally taken thousands of tourists around Central Park, and I am not counting you guys at home on YouTube. I have literally taken thousands of people around Central Park on bicycle tours and walking tours. But thousands. Including Nebul, that's right. Yeah, I took Nebul's family around Central Park one day. Yeah, going by how the signal's bouncing around, we're gonna stay out of Strawberry Fields. I don't think I'm gonna have a signal in Strawberry Fields. So unfortunately, we will be skipping Strawberry Fields today. I think what I'm going to do is just stay on the main drive here, and we'll take the Crosstown, Calvert Vaux Way, and then we'll make our way down the East Drive. Park is absolutely lovely today. Park is absolutely beautiful. And there goes the signal. As predicted, the signal's getting a little weird. There it goes. It's good. Yeah, the signal's really bouncing around in here today, guys. Actually, are you ready for this, G? This is where we might as well show it since we're here. This is where Robert Kennedy left that animal, right here by this statue of the 7th Regiment Memorial. This is where he dumped the bear, was like right here. What's the name of the skyscraper? So well, I don't know. Yeah, right here. Entitled people, yes. All right, yeah, the signal's really bouncing around in here today. There's no doubt a lot of people here in the park because it's such a nice day. So we're not even gonna bother going into Strawberry Fields, because Strawberry Fields, I have a bad signal even on the best of days. So we'll just, we'll do Strawberry Fields when we do a proper walking tour of Central Park, which we haven't done in a while, so we are due for a proper walking tour in Central Park. So stay tuned, and we'll be back at it. But coming up just off, good to see you, Audrey, welcome. And coming up off to our left-hand side here, this is the pathway where I got to meet Yoko Ono. I met Yoko right here on that pathway. And we walked down that path from Strawberry Fields, and this is where we said goodbye, right here, waiting for this light. Yoko went that way, and I went home on the train that way. Just gotta keep your head on a swivel as you cross this street here, because not everyone likes to stop. Yeah, I love that story too, Strawberry. It was so cool. I mean, it was literally just, you know, she just wanted to talk about how pretty the park looked in the snow. That's all we talked about. Oh yeah, we're back down to the weird. April almost. But we got a little bit. And yeah, we're doing Brooklyn tomorrow. We got to go up to Greenpoint tomorrow and go to that Blue Bloods sale. Hopefully we'll be allowed to live stream inside the studio. And that is where we're going tomorrow. Crossing over at 72nd Street. Sorry about the signal, guys. Quite a few people here in the park today. There we go. Hard to imagine this is all man-made, but it is. Frederick Olmsted and Calvert Vaux worked with nature, not against it, to create Central Park. And look at that, there goes the signal again. Fawn Marie, aloha. We're having signal issues, guys, having some signal issues. The larger parks are for the most part natural, but they're all kind of shaped by man. Halfway decent. Yeah, we're dropping the impatient viewers, RoboJax. Hopefully we'll get our Bethesda Terrace view here in a moment. Hey, all right, we're just above minimums. We could get our Bethesda Terrace shot here. Let's take it in for you guys. Ooh, it's jumping. Look at this, guys. It's jumping. Here is the Angel of the Waters Fountain, Bethesda Terrace. Bethesda Terrace and the Angel of the Water Fountain. The Angel of the Waters Fountain, built to commemorate the opening of the Croton Aqueduct System, the first freshwater system for the city of New York. All the water features you see in the park today are fed by that Croton Aqueduct System. Everything you're looking at is drinking water. Beyond the fountain is simply the lake. No special name, just called the lake. And then beyond the lake is the Rambles. The Rambles, the most wooded area here in the park. Let's meditate for a little bit and enjoy Bethesda Terrace. Do you like that, April? I appreciate that. We were doing a lot of tour guide mode today. We were doing a lot of tour guide mode today, April. Hey, you ever saw the movie The Avengers? This is where Loki teleports from. That's also almost the very center of Manhattan Island. Manhattan Island from north to south, it's about 11.5 miles from north to south. And that's almost a halfway point. Aren't vendors banned from the fountain? Technically, yes, but nobody really enforces it. The boats are nice. It's only $20 an hour. So you get 4 friends together, that's $5 an hour. And the oars and the boat is very heavy, so it's a bit of a workout. But if you're with your lover and you want to show off, then that's a fantastic way to show off. We're in tour guide mode a lot today. We're in tour guide mode a lot today. But now we're just going to take the East Drive back down to 5th Avenue and bring this live stream in for a landing. Uh-oh. DJ Scratch and Sniff on the one, playing the best gabber and house. Oh man. It's hard for the money, so you better treat Dutch right. Dutch works hard for his money, so hard for the money. All right, we gotta get station to station. All right, let's see, where's that little pathway? We wanna go over there. Hey, the signal in here is crap today. You know, it always happens on the nice weather days. Yeah, Donna Summer. Love Donna Summer and hot stuff.
I like culture.
That's right, Nibble. I think I'm going to go to the Apple store just to use the bathroom. I literally go to the Apple store just to use the bathroom. It's so bad. I've never bought anything in the Apple store. Bloody hell with this signal today. The big buck store, yeah. April, this is pretty close to Goldilocks weather, April. Pretty close to it. We are having a bit of a signal issue. Now, if I clear always plenty. It is the signal being fussy with me. There we go. Messing around with me here. Whoops, wrong graphic, whoops. Playing around with graphics. Wow. The washing machine of humanity in full swing today in Central Park. As we walk down the east side of the park now, on the 5th Avenue side. All right, back into good signal territory as we make our way down the East Drive. Sorry, not the Great Lawn, the mall is right up to my right-hand side over here. And then we get a great view of 111 West 57th Street, also known as the Steinway Tower. The building in the center of the screen is the narrowest skyscraper in the world, with a 1:24 width to height ratio. You will never catch me dead living in that building, unless you super chat me an apartment in there, and then I'll gladly live in there for free. Live stream sunrises and sunsets from there every day. Have an empty apartment in a do you own an empty apartment in Billionaires Row? Do you need a housekeeper? Is there any part of Central Park I haven't been in? No. I've been in all parts of the park. There are parts I visit more than others, but I've literally been to every single. I was a, I worked. I was a gatekeeper, and we're going back into bad signal territory. Oh, now it's coming back. Go figure. Dang, the signal in this park today is awful. The signal today in the park is just absolutely terrible. All right. Oh, make good time. Yeah, parts of the Ramble. Yeah, it's kind of hard to navigate around the Ramble sometimes. It is meant to get lost in the Ramble. But when I worked on the gates of Central Park, I learned all the little tricks and to get around the park and everything. There is a kind of like a method to the madness that Frederick Laure Olmsted and Calvert Vaux created. And once you learn it, it's pretty cool. It makes it fairly easy to get around big swaths of the park like we just did just now in the last 30 minutes. And yeah, I wondered too if that thing could withstand hurricane force winds. It's supposed to be able to, but I don't know about the glass in that building. All right. Look at that thing. Look at that. The towers of Billionaires Row as we make our way out of the park now. This is the final run here. And I'm happy that it's downhill.
Around here will go off.
Oh my goodness. Of New York City today. That is for sure. Just gotta make it. Gotta make it out of here. God damn it. Ah, damn it with the signal in here today. Pulling for me, RoboJacks, appreciate it. Almost there. I feel like I've got to hit the finish line of a marathon right now. I feel like I'm finishing a marathon today. Whoa. There we go. Okay, back up to signal minimums. Okay, now we got to make it across the street and I could end this live stream. Oh, we did it. We're back in Grand Army Plaza. It is good, healthy exercise, damn nabbit. And it feels good. And ladies and gentlemen, we have, oh, come on with the signal. I want to end with a good signal here. Hold on, people. All right. Oh man, and the plaza across the street is closed. Holy cow. Stuck on the train, it's all good, William. You're here now. Got a great replay for you to enjoy. Wow, Pulitzer Plaza is like closed. Ah, well, I gotta go Apple Store anyway. If I have no signal in front of Apple Store, I'm going to be laughing hysterically. All right, Grand Army Plaza South is under a bit of refurbishment. Torkel, I'm glad you enjoyed, Torkel. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we did it! We did it, a walk up Broadway to Columbus Circle, and you even got a little bit of Central Park in there. You certainly have seen a lot of New York today. One of the great walks you could ever do here in New York, if you ever visit. Did you like this nonsense? I really hope you did. If you did, make sure you hit the like button on the video. It helps out the video tremendously. Any algorithm will help more people find the video in the future. Make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz family networks. Here on YouTube and on Instagram, all same name, @Dutch Moz. And make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm gonna go live next. But we have done it, people. We did it. We have done it, people. We have made it. Guys, again, if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm gonna go live next. We have ended here at the Plaza Hotel. Guys, do me a favor. Have a great New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those sweet moments. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. See you guys on the next one. Take care, kids. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Everyone with the PayPals. Thank you so much for all your donations. Bye, 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 guys. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.